kick this baby off. So, QST. Welcome to the Monday Night Amplitude Modulation International Net. And the purpose of this net is to promote the restoration, preservation, and enjoyment of AM equipment, including transmitters, receivers, and associated vintage AM-type gear. Anyone using AM equipment is welcome, including modern radios capable of creating two sidebands and a carrier. And we also welcome all listeners. And you do not need to be a member to join this net. However, as a member of AMI, you will receive a certificate that has on it your personal ID number. And if you would like membership, go to our AMI website, which is www.aminternational, one word, .club, like a golf club, CLUB. So aminternational.club. You fill out the membership form, pay the $5 fee. You can also send a self-addressed envelope to John McGrath, N9AMI, and that's P.O. Box 1422, Silver Springs, Nevada, 89429. And John is also good on QRZ.com, which would lead you to the same information. And your AMI net control tonight is KD6VWS. My name is Ron, and my AMI number is 1671. My KTH is Joshua Tree. My equipment consists of the Valiant version 1 and 150-watt carrier, and feeding it with the Turner Plus 3 microphone, and receiving on the NC125 with Q multiplier, and that's going up to the SA2040 heat kit antenna tuner, and from there coax up to the infed long wire 5/8 wavelength on this frequency, and up about 25 feet, and a quarter wave counterpoise off the shield laying on the ground, and it's about 59 feet long, so that's about a quarter wave on this frequency. Okay, now let's see. And there's also the West Coast website, and it is www.westcoastami.com. Okay, when I call on you, please share your call name and the make and model of your equipment. If you have any buy or sell items, list them. Let me know if you want to be on the informal roundtable immediately following the net. So let's go ahead and do a tune-up and give your call sign, and then we'll kick this baby off. K86VWS.
6B. 1, 2, standing by for the net. You're on 3870.
Santa Monica by the Bay.
You're still by the bay there, Skip. That's good to know. All righty, that's you on the list, John, JUS. So, before I proceed, is there anyone else that wants to get on the list that isn't? Please come now.
NY6L, Jay Heron, Hesperia.
Okay, Jay. Drip down. Cold Hesperia. All righty. Okay, first up, KM6QQU. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, thanks, Ron. KD6BWS, this is KM6QQU. Mike out of Yucca Valley. AMI number is 1768, and we are running the World War II equipment, the ART-13 with the homebrew power supply, compliments of Ken, K6DJA, and the BC-348 with the homebrew power supply I made to operate the dynamotor, and you can hear the little dynamo hum in the background there. Got a full wave loop antenna being tuned in by the SA-2068 Heathkit antenna tuner, and looking at a Heathkit HM102 watt meter right in front of me here. No on the round table, no on the swap, but I will listen through for a while. So back over to you there, Ron. KD6BWS, this is KM6QQU.
Okay, Mike, and yeah, tell Steve happy birthday for me. So, all righty then. Sounding good. I love the dynamo. Okay, so next up we have Kevin, WA6JKN. Go ahead, Kevin.
Okay, Ron. KD6VWS, WA6JKN. Kevin and Gilroy. It's a good evening tonight. My daughter and her husband arrived from Texas the other day, and she just I think she just left, but they're back from Tyler, Texas, and they're taking care of a few things here. You know, they still run a business here in town, and so they come back every now and then and check things out. You know, it may be on remote, but you still gotta show up every now and then. You know. Well, anyway, all is well here. I'm on the ICOM 7610, driving the Mercury Lux amplifier at full legal limit, and been having fun up there on 10 meters, 15 meters, 17 meters, and 20 meters. Various modes, from digital to AM, of course, single sideband and CW, and on 10 meters around 29.6, in and around there, 20, 30, 40 KCs, there's a lot of FM activity. About 4 o'clock California time, you can work Simplex, FM Simplex with Japan. About 3 o'clock, you can work Simplex FM with South America. You kind of get the idea. It's just been so fun in this hobby. The propagation gods are taking care of us, and I'm extremely happy about the way things are. So nothing new to report other than I'm just having all kinds of fun. So with that, let's keep it moving. No swap, no round table tonight. But I'm glad I was able to get back from dinner in time to check in tonight. And no reports. I wasn't here to write down reports on the check-ins. I was out having dinner. All right, back over to you, Ron. KD6VWS, WA6JKN.
Oh, really? Well, good, Kevin. Yeah. Okay, on your company there from Tyler, Texas. And, yeah, this is the kind of weather where indoor ham radio operation is definitely a great thing to be able to do. Because outdoors, not so much. All right, Kevin. Okay, next up, we have K6ZTA. Vaughn, go ahead.
Okay, thanks, Ron. Yeah, KD6VWS, K6ZTA. Yeah, the handle is Vaughn, Victor Oscar November, out here in Woodland Hills. My AMI number is 1757. We're using a Viking 2 barefoot, and it's cruising along at about 100 watts of carrier, and the antenna tuner is a 2060 Heathkit 2060 up to the dipole inverted V up at 55 feet. The apex is at 55 feet, and the microphone is the D104, and the receiver is the SX96, and I'm learning how to suppress the sidebanders by going over to upper sideband. And this particular radio, you don't have to go to, you don't have to have a BFO on, but you can put the band pass into upper sideband, and so that gets rid of that lower sideband. Well, not thoroughly, not completely, but it works pretty good. Yeah, you know, I wanted to say to Kelvin, yeah, that sounds like you had a great time working all the bands and all the modes. That's great. Yeah, it's nice. It's really a wonderful feeling when the band is hot and stations are 5.9. You can get, like you said, on 29.6 the FM in Japan and so on and so forth. That's pretty cool. That's very cool. Yeah, and also I wanted to say, Mike, your ART-13 sounds wonderful. It really sounds marvelous. So I think that's impressive, even with the little whine that's the whine in the background. That is nothing at all. It's not hardly noticeable, actually. So anyway, I'll say no on the swap and no on the round table. And thank you, Ron, and thanks everybody. We'll talk to you all later, and see you later. K6ZTA clear.
All right, Vaughn. K6ZTA, KD6VWS. Well, yeah, I have a 2060 antenna tuner also, but I've got it hooked up to my FT101A. And, well, I hope you have fun with the FT8, you know. Also, when you get Japan, usually you get New Zealand and Australia, too, that time of the afternoon on 10. So, okay. Next up, we have Paul, N6BZY. Go ahead, Paul.
Okay. KD6VWS. And the N6BZY. All in Lemon Grove, just east of San Diego. AMI number is 278-278. And we're running the usual stuff here, the Super Senior 8040 model. About 325 watts of carrier. D104 microphone through a Dentron Super Tuner to an inverted V at about 35 feet, receiving on a National MC300. Things are good tonight. Once all the QRM went bye-bye, everyone's pounding in. Plenty of nice angel music. Anyhow, nothing for the swap in particular or the round table, so everybody have a good evening. 86 VWS and 6Bs and a lavish Y.
All right, Paul. Well, the Super Senior sounded beautiful. Glad you got that all fixed up. And right at 7 o'clock, the QRM goes away. That's the nice thing. You just have to put up with it on the check-ins. But generally, they bail out, so that's good. All righty. Thank you for being there. Okay. Let's see. Well, John said he wasn't going to hang around, but I'll give him a call. N9AMI. John, if you're there, make a transmission. Okay, NA7RH, let me get you written down. Okay, yeah. Well, John said he wasn't going to be around for the main check-in, so... Okay, so you're on the list there, Bob, sounding good. Okay, do we have anybody else wants to get on the list that isn't on the list? Please come down. Okay, nothing heard. So, moving right along. Let's see. I'll check and see if Phil wants to check on N6WHK4. You want to make a quick transmission? Go ahead. Okay, Phil was saving his voice. He's got company coming. Okay, so next up, George, W6YEC. Your turn. Go ahead.
All right, Ron. Thank you very much for always doing such a good job on the net. Hello to all of my friends out there. And just scratching down calls as the people were checking in. So sorry that John and Phil couldn't stick around. But they're probably listening. At least Phil said he was going to be. And tonight, running the normal setup here, which is the Viking Ranger 2 with an AKG microphone and Behringer equalizer. And we're driving the Sugar Baker 220 as normal. And that's about 350 watts going out through to a resident antenna, coaxial flat top, about 40 feet in the air, hanging off the tower, and has done just a marvelous job, very close to the job my loop does. So I've left the loop sitting on 40 meters. Now I don't have to tune anymore. We'll just go to 40. Anyway, let's see, there seemed to be something else I was going to say along with that. AMI 1197. And, okay, on I think you were talking about the SX96 there, Vaughn. Yep, that's the way it works. So, good you discovered that. I was hearing the QR Mary 2, it was loud, here with my Hammerlin HQ110 Alpha. That's what we're using as a receiver. And I turned the selectivity, you leave it, in AM, you just leave it off, the broad position. Sounds very nice. But then you can narrow it down and then use a Q multiplier. So, it reduces the signals and it makes it easier. If I leave it in broad, then it's pretty difficult, but narrow it down, wow. It was, copyable. So that's the way we handle that. And we've been not doing a whole lot of ham radio stuff, a little bit here and there. We've been very busy with other projects. The thing I wanted to say was Steve. My heart goes out for you. I'm praying for you. But I was there today. So I went in and thought I was going in for one root canal on the front too. And turns out when they took the x-rays, I saw infection or something in the root right next to it, the other front tooth. Oh, joy, as I listened to him talking about it. So he said, I already decided, but he said, well, you're already in the chair, you're already sedated. Do you want us to go ahead and do the other one? And there was the bill, got doubled. But I said, yeah, go ahead. And then, of course, I'm going to have to face the capping, too. And that's not cheap these days. So anyway, Steve, you're my brother. You and I are in the same boat, it looks like. Except you're doing an implant thing, I think. All right. Anyway, when it gets back to you, tell me when it is. Is that tomorrow? I didn't catch it. Well, let's see. It was so good to have my good friend Larry jumping in here with us. It sounded beautiful, Larry. Just great. So that's enough for me. I'm not staying for the round table, so I took a little extra time to make comments. And we do have things over here available, and especially people in the area have got our 160-meter vertical, homemade, needs some work, but it's a beautiful working antenna. When it's up, it's free. Just come get it. And also, we stood at the C-line for sale, a beautiful C-line with the short mods and for filtering and the upgrade on the power supply and beautiful condition, all the manuals, everything. But I'd like to see it in somebody's QTH in use. I moved it aside and put my TR4 in just to kind of thin down a little bit. So if anybody's interested in a C-line, that's excellent. Oh, it has all the extra crystals, too, for warp bands and all that kind of stuff. Short wave. Just call me at 619-277-6043, and be happy to talk to you about that. Thanks so much, Ron. KD6 BWS W6YEC.
Okay, George. Yeah, sounded beautiful as usual, and my HQ170 has that feature where you can put it on the upper side band and turn off the VFO. That's a handy deal. On this setup here, I have the Q multiplier hooked up, and I take a peek on the upper side band, tune off the upper side band, and then turn up the peak. And that helps quite a bit too. But I like that feature on the handle and on that SX76 also, that you can turn up the VFO and put it on upper and lower side bands. So, okay, and I'm sure everybody heard your dots there, the 160-meter vertical and the Drake C-line, the manuals, and all the crystals for warp bands and general coverage. So, alrighty then. Next up, we have, let's see, okay, so it's Larry, KM6, RYC. Your turn. Go ahead, Larry.
All right. Thank you, Ron. KD6 BWS, KM6 IYC. Yeah, Larry, and from the Granite Hills above El Cajon, in a little community called Crest, California. And everybody's done really good. And there's been I'm using the mighty Kenwood TS480HX going through the LDG Electronics AT200 chip. It's going on out to coaxial up to a lazy, either a lazy dipole or floppy inverted base. Let's see, it's a one-to-one turn balun with 102 seconds of 126 feet each of 14-gauge wire, and the mighty Kenwood MC90 dense spike. So that's the operating conditions here. Well, my AM number is 1815, and I have one. Anyway, discussions about FDA and stuff like that. I recently lost my MPH setting, so I had to go back and revisit all that and get it rehooked up and working again, which I was eventually successful.
KD6VWS. Yeah, well, that 480 sounds nice, and pretty good signal. Getting some funny QSB, but it's not harming anybody's signals. But yeah, sounded real good. So thank you for checking in. And okay, moving along. Next up we have N6ZI. Al, go ahead and make your transmission. N6ZI. Al, go ahead, your turn. Okay, no owls. I'll come back to you later. Next up we have K6LGL. Go ahead, Skip.
Okay, thank you very much, Ron. Good evening to the Monday edition of the AMI Net, the San Diego Wolf, K6 Little Green Light, K6LGL in Santa Monica. I'm on my over-packaged super weight-modulated lunchbox from Benton Harbor, known as the Heathcote DX100. All solid stated, and the only thing I can brag about, they got the original finals and modulators that have been in there over 20 years now. So those tubes have held up very well. B104 microphone into a homebrew dipole that's at least a generation old. And the AMI number is 1326, and how I remember that is 13 and 213s. Okay, nothing to swap, and we'll see about the round table. Hey, at least conditions are good. We're here in all the stations, and since the southern moss has faded into the ionosphere somewhere or beyond it, that's nice. So, thanks for doing the net, and hey, good luck. And, comment to Steve. Good luck on this dental adventure of yours. I hope you have success. That's a bit tricky there. And Kevin, family adventures on 10 meters and others. Great. I worked a lot of DX on 10 the previous cycles, using all kinds of modes, including AM. Okay, back to you there, Ron. And hey, keep the good thing going. Keep that angel music flowing. KD6VWS, K6 Little Green Light.
Okay, Skip. Yeah, coming in good, sounding good. But I was wondering, did that come with the thermos bottle up there at the top of that, like the one I had when I was in second grade? Do I have the thermos in there on the lunchbox there, Skip? Go ahead.
Well, sort of. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, you got gypped on that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sounding good. Well, I got you down for the round table, because I know John will probably want to be on the round table, and maybe Bob, so we'll find out. So next up, let's see, we have Steve, KF6SYD. Go ahead, Steve.
All right. Thanks, Ron, for hosting the net tonight. You're doing a great job. The band's pretty good. I've enjoyed just sitting back and listening to everybody without using the computer. The KF6SYD, Stephen Long Beach, AMI 1708, CCA AM 1000D transmitter. And what's going on around here? Thanks, everyone, for the encouragement on dental work tomorrow. Yeah, I lost a tooth about 6 years ago, and the oral surgeon, I can give you an implant, and he put the implant too deep, and I was on fire. And after about 3 days, I just had to find someone new to go to get me out of trouble, and they removed it. And so I've been just with nothing there for the last 5 or 6 years. But you know, I always knew someday I'd try it again. I hope that doesn't happen again. At least these people, if they screw it up, they fix it. The other guy knows. It's like, well, I messed you up. I'm just going to leave it that way. Too bad for you. Oh, that hurt. The implant too deep and sitting right on the nerve. And nothing I could do to get away from it, you know. Yeah, George, tomorrow at 9 o'clock they're gonna do that. And I'm so sorry about the double surprise root canal. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it? My goodness, what a thing. And I hope it feels okay now. And I know you've got to go back and get it stuffed with what they call it, gutta percha, that they put in there to fill up where the nerve used to be, and then they seal off the top. So I hope all of that goes well for you, George. And but what a thing. You wrote no round table tonight, and I'll just sit here and enjoy the rest of the net. So, Bob, WA9JIB, thanks again for filling in for me last Monday, and I would be happy to fill in for you. When is it? Look at the calendar. We're here next Monday. Yeah, Bob, I'd be glad to repay you next Monday and host the net, because it would normally be your time because it's the 5th Monday. So let me know. KD6BWS, back over to you. KF6SYD.
All right, Steve. Well, good luck with that tomorrow. That don't sound like fun, but I hope it works out good. Yeah, I was wondering about that, if they put something in there, cover that nerve, fill that in. Man, boy, don't you love dentists that do a botched job and then say, sorry, Charlie, good luck. So hopefully that works out good for you, Steve. We'll be praying for you, because ain't no fun. You and George both. Boy. All righty. Let's see. WAVG. It's your turn. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Ron. KD6VWS and the San Diego AMI group. Here is W8 Victor Golf George down here in Oro Valley, Arizona, about 10 miles north of Tucson. And I'm hearing everybody great tonight. There was a little bit of QRM from the southern moss, and that is gone. And everybody is just great here. In fact, I turned my computer off. I don't even have it on. Don't need it tonight. So great conditions. I am running the usual stuff. The Homebrew pair of 813s modulated by another pair triode connected. Running that about pretty close to legal limit. The receiver is an old Motorola R390, not an A, one of the old ones. And the antenna is an 160-meter inverted V fed with ladder line down here to a Homebrew link tuner. And doing great tonight. Not much going on here. We've been busy doing a lot of things and trying to stay warm. It's been cold here the last week. In the last couple of days, we've gotten hard freeze warnings. I think it was 26 this morning. And put a few of my plants inside and a couple of them up close to the house and covered them up. And I think we got a few more days of this. During the day it gets up there, I don't know, in the low 40s. That's cold for us. Those of us that our blood's gotten thin over the years. Anyway, I've been doing some 10-meter work. I normally run my Apache and Mohawk up on 10 with the on 10 a.m. with my good buddy 5/8 wavelength vertical here. But lately I've been cheating and using my ICOM 7610 and 25 watts and been having a blast. Just having a blast. In fact, over the weekend, I went in there one morning and looked, and there were about 5 a.m. QSOs
between 29.0 and 29.1. And I haven't even tried FM. I'm going to have to go up there and do that. It's been a whole sunspot cycle since I think I've done any 10-meter FM. So you guys have got me inspired here this evening. Anyways, let's see. My AM, I got a brand new AMI number thanks to John. I am 1814. No more excuses, guys, about going to get me an AMI number. Yeah, I got one. It came in about a week. Pretty doggone good, and nothing to buy, sell, swap, or trade. Got a bunch of stuff I'm working on. Still have my 10-meter RF deck out there on the bench. I have not touched it since about Thanksgiving. But when it warms up a little bit, we got the Christmas pens out of the way. I'm going to go out and start working on that, and that'll go here in this other homebrew transmitter and be modulated by some 811s or maybe even 572Bs. I don't know. I got a pair of those laying around. We may try that. Anyways, let's see. Won't hang around for the round table, Ron, but we'll listen here. Have not been on my e-bike. Not for a couple of weeks. Going to wait for it to warm up, though, and we'll start that again. Looking forward to it. So, anyways, thanks so much, Ron, for picking me up, and thanks for running the net tonight. Great job, and I'll kick her back to you. KD6VWS, W8VG.
All right, George. W8 Victor Golf, KD6VWS, beautiful signal, and the sunspots are really picking up. So, Tim is a place to park in the afternoons. And, I'm going to have to get my 10-meter rig. I've got an Apache too, but I got to do some audio work on it. But I've got a Gonsa 10-meter transceiver. I haven't even tried out yet. Stick it on my good buddy antenna and give it a shot. Do a little AM and up there. Sounds like a lot of activity. So real good. Thank you for being there. Sounding great. And I'm going to hear your wisdom there. So next up, WA9JIB. It's your turn, Bob. Go ahead.
Bob over here in La Cañada, and it looks like everything's doing fine here. Starting out with the D104 microphone, the Johnson Viking Valiant version 1.0, about 150 watt cell carrier, going up my dipole for the 35%. And I too have a Hamberlin with a crystal filter. Works very well. I really don't use it much, but tonight I used it for a while. I got into normally I run it wide open like George does, and but if there is a lot of killer Mary, I will put it on to position 1. I think once I got it up to 2, and with a little adjustment on the phasing, I can usually make it much better. I can't necessarily get rid of everything, but enough so I can copy. I don't think I've ever gotten it past position 2. It's that effective. So I don't, off the top of my head, don't know what the bandwidth is on each of these 5 positions or the off position. But when conditions are good like tonight, I like to just leave it off and have full fidelity. But it works great. Great filter. So anyway, that's what I do here. Let's see. Good luck on for you two guys hoping to transcendental medication. What can I say? Never had a root canal, but I have had crowns and stuff like that done and redone. So not too pleasant. But anyway, I guess we're fortunate to have the dental technology we have today, where they can actually fix this stuff and it doesn't hurt too much. Usually, there's always the painless dentist upstairs too, of course. So let's see. No AMI number for me. I probably shouldn't hang out for the round table. We did have a windstorm here last night. Blew a whole bunch of grapefruits down, which needs squeezing. So So, but I'll hang out for one cycle just to keep somebody company if anybody else wants to hang out. So, but I won't be able to hang on for too long. Wednesday I got another commitment, so I won't be on then. Steve, I'll just go ahead and take next Monday. I do enjoy being net control. So maybe some other time I'll have a conflict and you can swap with me on that. But nominally I'll take Monday unless you hear otherwise. And with that, make me yes on the roundtable for one go around. Ron, KG6VWS and WA9JIB.
Thanks, Bob.
Okay, Bob, WA9JIB, KD6VWS, and so okay, well, you guys settled on that, so you will be the net control next Monday night for the 4th Monday, so good deal on that, and we got you down for the round table, so we have skipped so far. Now we have John, WA6JUS coming up. I'm sure he'll probably stick around for one. So go ahead, John.
Thank you, Ron. KD6VWS, WA6JUS in San Diego, Claremont, Kearny Mesa. And sure enough, the Big Mamu, 100 watts, and SC600. I don't have the crystal filter on, but I'm a fan of Hammerland. We all are, I think. I'm sure glad that Electric Radio puts articles about them. Mars Hill and all. This week has been do or die for me to get a boat done at Mission Bay Yacht Club. And I'm in good shape now. I'm very relieved. And they have come to my aid, the pros who work there, because it's a historical boat. But the expression up in Montana is if you sit on your laurels, you're wearing them in the wrong place. And so I've been down there every day, and they have rewarded me. I'm secure, and I'm very relieved. So it's so important to have strong, capable friends who are rooting for you and helping you. You know how that is. If you're by yourself, you're in trouble. Put me on the round table. KD6VWS, WA6JUS.
All right, John. WA6JUS. Yeah, well, that's good. Glad you got that boat done. It's a sailboat, so yeah, and help and friendship does go a long ways for helping out, no doubt about it. So, good deal, John. Okay, I have 2 left on the list, and then I'll call for more. So, NY6L, Joe, your turn. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, Ron, and good evening to all. KD6VWS, NY6L, here in Hesperia, where it is a cold 37 degrees, and it's going to go down to 25 degrees. Anyway, AMI number 1548. And we're running our usual here. We've got the 80-40 meter Super Senior here with the A104 with the K7DYY audio processor board at the base of the microphone. National NT303 on the receive end for those great reception, and two-way Radio Shack hi-fi speaker for those melodious tones. And dipole up about approximately 40 feet, 80-40 meter dipole. And yeah, my antennas have fared the heavy-duty winds up here, so everything is double roped and batten down the hatches and clean the cages out. So there you go. Let's see here. I think I'll stick around for a round table. Dinner is pending, so if I have to disappear to the dinner table, I'll see if I can bring a plate into the shack here and munch and try to get around on the round table there. So back there to you there, Ron, KD6VWS, and thanks for running the net. NY6LJ here in the cold Hesperia in the high desert.
All right, Jay. Sounding beautiful as usual, NY6LJ. And, I think our high here today looks like 46, so I don't know how long it's going to go to move, but 25 sounds like a lot of fun. Indoor weather. So, I'm glad the wind didn't take your antenna down. I was worried about my stuff. Boy, it blew last night. Okay, got you for the round table. And one more. NA7RH, Bob, go ahead and make your transmission. KD6VWS.
Okay, Ron, KD6VWS and the net, NA7RH. Bob here in the Phoenix area. A little bit northeast of Phoenix, actually. I was listening and hearing about the weather in the frozen tundra down there in Tucson last night, and now we're getting it today. We've got a hard, I don't know if it's a hard freeze prediction, but it's a freeze prediction that in the Phoenix area, and here in Scottsdale, it's predicting 28, so that's a problem for us. that damages a lot of vegetation, that's for sure. I have the things covered out in the back patio, but there are some other plants that when it gets that cold, they pretty much get a pretty good nip. So, not looking forward to that. I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. Anyway, let's see. Participated in a big golf contest over the weekend, had a bit of fun in that, put antennas out on my front deck and played around. No real e-skip, but lots of people around the state to talk to. That was fun. And listening looking at the local reports, 10-meter FT8 this afternoon had Mongolia coming in, so that's pretty neat. And looking at the progress of the sailboat that's heading toward Bouvet Island, they're just passing South Georgia. It's hard to imagine some place that's so isolated that you have to go to South Georgia to get there, which is pretty astounding to me in the Southern Ocean there. But I think it's several days before they get there. A nice 2-month vacation for those folks, that's for sure. And let's see now, AMI number 1543, nothing to swap. No for the round table, but conditions seemed very good this evening after the QRM went away. And so I guess that's all I have to report. Back to you on KD6VWS, NA7RH.
All right, Bob, good deal. NA7RH, KD6VWS, and the old sailboat heading toward Beauvais. Well, hopefully you can make contact with them. And good deal on the VHF contest and all that. So, and freezing weather in Phoenix. Well, there's a chill going around the southwest when Phoenix gets down below freezing. So bundle up and stay warm. Okay, I'm going to call and see if Al N6ZI, are you back? It's your turn. Go ahead. Okay, nothing heard on Al. Do we have anybody else that wants to get on the caboose here on the AMI net? Please come now. nothing heard. So here is the round table. I'm shutting down the net. It looks like about 10 minutes to 8. So we have Skip, K6LGL. And then we have WA9JIB, Bob. And then you'll give it to John, WO6JUS. And John, you will give it to JNY6L. So with that, I'll turn it over to you, Skip, and also my 73, 67E. I'll have to go vote first. I got to get out in the cold, down to the Circle K, and get me a cheeseburger. So go ahead, Skip. K6LG, K86VWS.